going plant-based isn't always as easy as everyone says that it is. Especially when you're first starting out, it can feel like there's so much to take in that the whole process can just feel really overwhelming. And it can be so easy to get caught up in the process, wondering what you're supposed to do next, stressing out about what you're going to eat, and even feeling like you just have no time for yourself anymore. So in this video, I want to share with you 6 healthy habits for starting a plant-based lifestyle, so that way you can recenter yourself, bring back some more mindfulness, and take the stress and overwhelm out of the equation. So the first habit that I recommend for making plant-based a whole lot easier is having what I like to call a creative night. So what you want to do is you want to just pick one meal each and every week that you can dedicate some time to actually be creative, be experimental, and just have fun with. And the reason that I recommend this is that so many people get caught up cooking the same recipes over and over and over again, and they don't really feel any joy from cooking. And if you're going to be spending significant amount of time in the kitchen, if you're going to have a lifestyle that actually you enjoy, you want to make sure that you love what you're doing. And this is one simple way that you can start to kind of love cooking, to get used to cooking plant-based, and to start experimenting and seeing what foods you like and what foods you don't like. So this simple act of just picking one meal each and every week that you can just be creative and have fun with makes things so much simpler. So the next habit that I recommend is to actually make your own alternatives, even if you're a beginner. So most people think that making your own alternatives is something that's super complicated, that you need a lot of specialty ingredients or even some specialty equipment, and most of the times that's absolutely not true. You can make your own alternatives using really simple ingredients and most of the times no specialty equipment. So this is something, as a beginner, it's really great to get into this habit, because you're not only going to learn plant-based cooking and how to make these alternatives, but you're also going to be able to get creative and change the taste to what you like, or to change the taste to be creative in a certain recipe. So that's something that is really great to get into the habit when you're a beginner. So the next habit that I recommend for making plant-based a whole lot easier is batch cooking. So especially if you're a beginner, batch cooking is a great habit to develop, because it saves you so much time and it makes cooking a lot less stressful. So rather than stressing out about what you're going to cook each and every day, you just have to spend one single day cooking meals for the week. So in that sense, it's very similar to meal prepping, but you don't need to prep every single meal. You really can focus on a meal that you're either finding problematic, or if you know, for instance, that you have a busy morning, you can make sure that your breakfasts are good to go, you can take your lunch to work, whatever it is, however many meals you want to do. It's such a great habit to have that honestly saves you so much time and even honestly money in the long run. So the next habit that I recommend is all about making plant-based last long term. And that really means creating a lifestyle that works for you. So I always recommend a process known as habit stacking. So habit stacking is a really fancy way to say creating a habit outside of your diet that really aligns with your goal of why you want to go plant-based. So this could simply be things like working out, gardening, composting, joining an organization. Whatever the reason is of why you were drawn to plant-based, you want to make sure that you're doing something outside of your diet. And it's really great to do that as a beginner and get into that habit, because you're going to make it a lifestyle and fully integrate plant-based into your life rather than just thinking of it as a diet. So the next habit that I recommend for making plant-based a whole lot less stressful is journaling. So journaling is not only a great way for you to vent all of your emotions, to get it out of your body, but also to keep track of your journey, to keep track of recipes that you liked, that you didn't like, different combinations, what's working for you, what's not working for you. This is a great way to do that doesn't take a lot of time, and it's so simple to do. And the last habit that I recommend for making plant-based last long term is to make sure that you have some reflection time each and every week. So this is a great opportunity for you to look at what's working for you, what's not working for you, what's making you stressed out, what's making you feel overwhelmed, and how can you change that. And this is such a great and powerful tool that doesn't take a ton of time, but really it's a great way to check in with yourself, so that way you can make sure that you're not only on track, but you're actually creating a lifestyle that is going to work for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you get notified whenever I put out a new video like this. And if you're looking to create a plant-based lifestyle that works for you, you can download my guide, the 5-step method for making plant-based easy without spending a ton of time cooking. And I will see you in the next one.